Goldylocks Temple of Healing, LLC, located in Grimes, Connecticut, has clients looking all over the world. Goldylocks Productions is a subdivision of Goldylocks Temple of Healing, LLC. Tiffany produces radio and TV shows for those in the holistic profession. Call in now to reserve your spot on the switchboard. 323-870-3791. Be sure to press 1 if you'd like to get on air to ask your question to Tiffany or her special guest. Enjoy this insightful Sandy Awareness Show.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I am Reverend Tiffany White, Sage Woman, and I am very happy and pleased to be not only live on TV this evening, but also on radio, on Blog Talk Radio. So the phone lines are open this evening because I do have a very special guest, and I will be bringing him on shortly, just in a few minutes. So I just wanted to open up the show and welcome everyone and let everyone know that you can either listen to the live radio show on the computer, or you could watch the TV show. If you're going to do both, there is a delay. Like if you're watching the TV feed and you want to call in, please know that the audio and the video, there is some sort of a delay, so it may confuse you if you're watching and what you're hearing on the phone when you call in. It's not going to be in sync. So just a little heads up there, but that's okay. They are two different programs and platforms that I'm running simultaneously, but they're not harmonious with each other because they're not the same platform. So that's okay. We're making it work. Technology is wonderful. But thank you all for joining us this evening and sitting in sacred circle with each and every one of us, whether you're watching live or whether you're going to listen to this in the archives. So I just want to welcome everyone and enjoy this hour of healing. We're all giving and receiving healing to each other. Please call in. I see we do have some callers, and please do remain on the line. For those of you listening, you can call in at 323-870-3791. Be sure to press 1 to get out of listen mode only. When you press 1, you'll be able to get on air and ask myself and my very special guest a question. So you can get your mini psychic medium reading or spiritual messages. So again, call in and reserve your spot on the switchboard because calls are taken in the order that they come in. So please hold on to the line to reserve your spot. All right. So for those of you who maybe have watched me and have heard of my show, I like to always open with, of course, a welcome and then give a crystal message and a power animal message. So the crystal message for this week is black agate. And if you haven't seen what the black agate looks like, you can just Google it. And agate is spelled like agate, A-G-A-T-E. So black agate, and I do believe agate comes in different colors. And I do believe they can dye agate as well. But black agate helps to improve your self-esteem and increases courage. All right, that's wonderful. That's great to know. Helps improve your self-esteem and increases courage, especially this time of the year. And we'll talk more on that in a few minutes. So I was really surprised, but not surprised, with the power animal that came forth was the cobra. Now, I work with a lot of snake and cobra energy. And I first was like, okay, is that for me or for everybody? Because I was asking for everyone. Like the cobra, it's a message for everyone. And so, for those of you who know, maybe scared of snakes and the cobras, is actually a sign of a healer or in healing. All right. Cobra, especially as a soul guide for you, is a very powerful power animal to have. The cobra helps and assists with the freedom from religious persecution and past life memories. I have to tell you, when you want to journey into your past life memories, it's very, very good to have your power animals with you. You take your dragon, your power animals, and hi Sherry, saw her in TV chat. And a cobra too. Ask the cobras to come up to help you visit your past life memory, which would be the Akashic records, or just, whatever you want to call it. You're just going to observe and visit only, not relive any of the pain. All right. And of course, wisdom of the goddess. Who immediately, probably when I say that, who do you picture? And if you said Isis, you'd be correct, because Isis is often depicted with what? The cobras, right? So the wisdom of the goddess, and also the cobras assists and guides with transmutation, transformation, and expansion of the soul. And these are the times that we are in now. Most definitely the expansion of the soul. As we are progressing and expanding. Ascension is most definitely progression. All right. So, and these are very powerful times, and many of us are already feeling. There's so much beautiful energy, and people may say, okay, even crazy energy. I do want to warn you, we are in the shadows of Mercury retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde, I do believe, on the 18th. Let me check my calendar real quickly. It is, I know, coming up here. I'm sorry, the 19th, December 19th. So December 19th, it goes into retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. And it's going to carry us to the new year, December 19th through January 8th. But that's not bad. All right. Usually during the holy day season, we like to take off to celebrate, reflect, spend time with family. It's really not a time to start a new project, and it's time to go inward. So this is really supporting that, this Mercury retrograde. And now in Capricorn, to Capricorn's a workhorse, and so there may be some conflict with, but I gotta work, but I need to rest. But I gotta work, but I need to rest. And I'm sure many of us can relate to that. But it's okay. We're gonna find that happy medium, that balance, and have a great holiday season. I like to say holy days because it is within a 6 to 8 week time frame, a lot of holy day celebrations. All right, but one thing I do find that there is a similarity is they all have like this festival and celebration with light. Whether it's lighted Christmas trees, or you light candles on a menorah, or just, everything. There's light and brightness and all sorts of light candles. It's honoring that light, and maybe even honoring the light within you. All right. So think about how good you feel with during this time with the bright lights and the decorations, and on one hand it can make you feel really good, and on the other hand it can be depression. And this is what the message that the Ascended Masters wanted to bring forth tonight when I asked, all right, who wants to come forward? I always ask for everyone's highest and greatest. Who wants to come forward? What, archangel, which master, what, and a lot of our Ascended Masters too are aliens, and please don't, what, we're aliens, we're star seeds, so we've just been here for so long we forgot, but there are ancestors. All right, so I always ask for the ascended ancestors. Are around us a lot more people who maybe weren't used to channeling and are getting messages, and it's wonderful. It's great. Let's embrace this, because this is, like I said, very powerful times that we're in. All right, so the message with depression, and I know this seems like it's going to be a topic that many spiritual teachers or those in the spiritual platform are going to talk about from now till the new year. This is a time of depression, and yes, there's the obvious signs of people being depressed, maybe feeling lonely, and then there's even now those that do have families or even big families, and they get together and they put on this smile on their face. Just because they're around other people doesn't mean they can't be depressed. They can actually be depressed. And some people may never know, and some may know if you pay attention to mannerisms and to know how they're acting. And it can be whether you're missing a loved one. Maybe the holiday season triggers a bad memory for you. And so I was like, asking these ascended masters, all right, how do we get through the holiday seasons? How do we get through this time, or any time where we feel like we are feeling depressed? And the message is very profound. I mean, we all know this to some degree, and it's like any time we want to take residence or give energy to anything that is not in a balanced state, we're going to stay in that unbalanced state. So what do I mean by that? Is when you feel like you're being depressed, there's things that we can do to make you feel better. What makes you feel better? Does putting on music make you feel better? Can you listen to holiday music, or does that just make it worse? Can you put on different music? Everyone's got to have feel-good music. They should. Come on. Music is is what makes your soul happy. So it's put on some music. Do something that makes you happy. And yes, I know it's something external, but that gives you a jump start to the internal happiness, okay? Because happiness is an inside job. And it's catching whenever you're going off balance. So everyone suffers from it. Why? Because everyone suffers from imbalance, suffers from separation, suffers from good, from bad, from depression and joyful, and we all go through these range and aspects of ourselves. So the important thing, and this is what the Ascended Masters are wanting everyone to remember, is that when you feel it, don't reside there. As a lot of people like to, oh, wow, I'm going to claim my depression. They come at you really hard with depression is real, and this is everything I've been through, and yes, that's true. That is correct. I do believe everyone has a story or an experience of depression, because it's part of the dark. It's part of the yin energy. It's part of what everyone goes through on this earth plane. So we've all been there, and the ones that feed it are the ones that will defend it. We should never defend anything that causes separation or anything that causes imbalance. That's perfect, and that covers every kind of topic, because an imbalance is a disease. Can create disease if we let it go too long. So when we recognize it, let's catch it, because that's all it's supposed to be, is like a warning mechanism. Warning, we're off balance. Fix us. If you were navigating in a car, or like if you were navigating a ship and going off of course, or flying a plane and going off course, you want to correct it immediately or you're going to crash. And it's the same thing, all right? So it's a warning device that we need to correct ourselves. So do what we need to do to correct ourselves. I silently, because my family probably didn't know this, had major depression for years after my mom had crossed over. And I also had delayed reaction to my mom. She crossed over in 1990, and it was like I didn't grieve right away, but I spent the next 6 to 7 years grieving. And Christmas was her big, I mean, woo, favorite holiday. She really did it up. And and it's simple little things too. Because I'm a December baby and she was too, we spoiled each other, because we got the, oh, happy birthday, Merry Christmas presents, right? So, and one of the things she liked to do is, some people overlook stockings, but she would not only have presents, but she would make sure that the stockings were stuffed with extra special things. And they were just love notes. And just thoughtful items and cute, anything that could fit in the stocking. She put it in there. Most people overlook the stockings, and she didn't. So what made me realize what was happening was I could be with the whole family. I'm with my family. My husband's home, when he, of course, he used to be active duty military, so we were very appreciative when he was home for the holidays. So, so I should be happy if the whole family's together, but why do I feel? And it took me, why? Because you miss Mom. And it really hit home to me when it's not the presents that was opening and anything like that, and the time with the family. You know what it was? It was as soon as I grabbed the stocking. And I think one time I actually broke down and I realized my delayed grieving was building up inside of me, and boom, there it is. But it helped me to realize, now the trigger, now we can heal. Let's start the healing process. And it doesn't mean, am I going to avoid this from now on? No more stockings because it's too painful. To get through the pain, we have to get through it. Let's transform it. And I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to let Mom's memory live on through me, like the spirit of Santa lives through us all, right? So to speak. So I'm going to stuff everyone's stockings. I'm going to make sure that the stockings are an important part of their celebration as well. So that's what I did to honor not only my mother, but to help me get through the pain. So and now I'm to the point to where I can think about that and have a warm feeling in my heart, and not allow that pain to blind me and block me, that I can't feel my mom with us. She's happy that we're happy. So she wouldn't want me to be sad and depressed. No. The best thing we can do when remembering a loved one is to pass on their legacy. I mean, as long as it's not hurting you, that belief system, but just honoring them. Say their name. Say I love you. That and that's it. That's all. Very simple. Okay. So, I do have a special guest this evening. I'm going to be bringing him on, and his name is James Schramm, otherwise known as Psychic James. And James is a natural-born psychic intuitive, and he has always wanted to help others, and have found that his jobs and his path has led him to just that, to help others. He has an AAS in science and has experience as a surgical tech, a sterile tech, and as a certified nursing assistant, home health aide, and behavior health aide. James is the co-founder of Fort Wayne Paranormal in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And that's pretty interesting, a paranormal group, huh? And his interest in history has led him to reenacting. He's a Civil War and World War II reenactor. Now, is that a little bit of past life stuff coming through too? Just food for thought. So without further ado, I really would like to bring on James. And welcome, James. How are you, dear?
Well, I'm doing good, Tiffany. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, sweetie. I'm sorry, I was just talking away. I was like, no, I need to bring James on.
Oh, no, you're good.
So how have you been, sweetie? It's been a bit since you've been on the show.
Oh, I went through quite a bit, and I'm doing better.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yes, yes. And so he's definitely, he's a natural born psychic intuitive, but he's also a healer. And I find that goes kind of really hand in hand. And so he is in a healing field and helping everybody. And I love that. His doing and his being is mirroring each other. Let me say that. So, I know that you've been working a lot, and you do take private sessions with people who contact you for any messages. And before we go on, I would like to let everyone know James's website is www.psychicjames.com. And you can contact him through the website to book a private session with him. Or if you have any paranormal questions, right, James?
Yeah. Anything you want to know.
Exactly. Right. So was there something you wanted to talk about first, or would you like to take some calls? Because we've got lots of callers waiting.
Oh, we do? That's great.
You want to get to callers?
Yeah, sure. That works.
Okay, all right. No, I know.
I
I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, all right. So, thank you everyone that's called in. Again, just remind everyone, call in numbers 323-870-3791. Be sure to press 1 to ask a question. So, we're going to take the first caller who has been patiently waiting, as all of them have. First caller is area code 316. You're on the air live. May we get your name, please?
Hi, my name is Brianna.
Hi, Brianna. How are you, dear?
Brianna?
And what
I'm
question?
good. Thanks for taking my call.
Oh, thanks for calling, sweetie. And what question do you have for us this evening?
I just wanted to know what you see for my love life.
Okay, for your love life. And James, did you want to start?
Yeah, I could. I'll see what I can do. Okay, because it just seems like you've been looking for people, but you keep finding the wrong people. It's like you're running into more of the flashy guys who are kind of showing off. And when you kind of get with them, they kind of lose interest and kind of drift away. It just seems you need to kind of look deeper and find someone kind of with the right interest, but like they're more for you than showing off, trying to make themselves look good. You know, I mean, look what I got, you know, kind of thing. But,
Okay.
Yeah, Brianna, you're very, well, I don't like to say the word different because we're all different and unique. You are a very high vibrational being, and so that can mean that too, that there's high standards with you, and that's okay. You've had your experiences with all types of relationships, good, bad, the ugly, whatever. And now you're just looking for that perfect reflection of who you are, because you have come a long way and you really have worked on yourself. And so you're ready for that, shall I say, mature relationship. You don't want any drama. You've had enough of any of that. And so absolutely 2017 is going to be it's already started for you. The wheels are in motion, the energy are activated. The blueprint energetically is there. All right. So you're going to have a much better 2017, and you're going to actually get it. You know, if you haven't been dating, it's going to pick up. And I don't feel like you're going to meet the perfect person right away, but it's through. I think by the end of, I feel really feeling by the end of spring, you will meet the person that you're going to have a nice, meaningful, that soul reflective relationship. But that doesn't mean stop dating. No, I just want you to keep dating. Go to any holiday parties that you're invited to, or any get-togethers. Go have some fun, and just let it all. Everything has to go in order. You know, it's like a leapfrog, pretty much. Or on this, I see, like, to cross the water, there's these lily pads, and you have to get onto every lily pad to get to that destination. So every step, every person you come across is really helping you get to that person that you need to be with, or need and want to be with. Okay?
Do you see my ex contacting me in the future?
Yeah, your ex is going to contact you probably like several times. I feel before the end of the year, and then next year too. There's a lot of ego with your ex. A lot of ego.
Yeah. There is.
And it's he's in another relationship already, right? I'm feeling there's other
Yes.
energy that okay. So, but that doesn't mean anything to him, because he's kind of like that. I don't want to share any of my toys. All right. Even the old ones and new ones. So, and in a part of his mind, he considers you still his, and he just doesn't want you to be happy without him. All right, and that's
Why does
what.
he reach out to me if he's in a relationship?
Because it doesn't matter. He
Or what's his intentions, I guess?
Yeah, it's totally different. He has different morals than you do, which you know that. And it's just all, I don't say a game, but it's all part of that controlling, all part of that doesn't even really want to let go. People who are very controlling have a hard time letting go. All right. And especially if it was your choice to leave, your choice. I'm independent now. I'm empowered, and no.
That's me.
Okay, exactly. And so all he's going to do is bring you down, and you know it. And your thing is, you have a soft spot because you see the good in everyone. Yes, there's good in him, but he has hid that in the closet and shut the door, thrown away the key. All right, you're the only person that sees that right now. He doesn't even care about bringing his good out right now.
Yeah. So is it like you don't see it lasting with this girl, which is why he contacts me, or?
He's not very serious about any one particular person, because his love is broken. Do you understand that? His love is broken. He doesn't even have self-love. So any relationship he gets into is going to be incomplete.
Okay.
All right?
That makes sense.
So that's why he likes, it's almost like he's trying to suck your energy, because you are an energy source for him. So you have to be very careful not to allow him, what they call that, the energy vampires. You got to be careful that he doesn't do that to you, because he can very easily.
Yeah. Well, we've been broken up for a year and haven't talked within that year, and then I know he has like a new girlfriend, but I didn't know how that was, or if he would even try to contact me again.
Oh yeah. Mhm. He will.
Oh, geez.
He will.
Okay.
But you know what? You'll be okay. Stand in your power. And I want you to close your eyes and to feel your energy and feel him. Because it's one thing to think back and go, yeah, I do believe he was sucking my energy. But when you start to really feel what's happening, you can stop it and say, no, no, no. And it just helps confirm for you, why you made decisions that you made.
Yeah, exactly. That makes a lot of sense. I really appreciate it.
Oh, well, thank you so much for calling in, Brianna. You have a beautiful evening.
Thank you. You too.
Many blessings, my dear. Aw. So sweet. That was great. All right. So James, let me ask you a question before we go to the next caller. When did you realize that you had gifts and abilities?
Well, at first I wasn't sure what I did is I started ghost hunting because I started seeing things, and I didn't really realize what I was seeing. I was seeing like ghost spirits, and I started ghost hunting, and through that I realized I could pick up on the spirits, and from there I started. Well, I was seeing that other psychics, and they were telling me you're psychic too, and I should start doing this and helping people. And through the ghost hunting, it got me closer where I could start reading for other people, and through helping other people, I was helping myself. It worked really well for me.
That's interesting. So, especially the time frame too, when you look at what route that psychic intuitives go. Do they go as healers? Do they go? And I've always felt that those that I've met in paranormal teams are very intuitive, are very aware, are, and in the paranormal field, it's just what validation that you're not losing your mind, that you're not crazy, right?
Yeah. Well, sometimes, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, it helps.
Right, it does help. So I think that's very, very interesting. And I'm not talking about some of the paranormal shows that are on. I feel they're just too Hollywood. The actual, find a paranormal group in your community, and you'll understand what I'm talking about by just they're very real and very genuine, and you'll pick up that many of them are very intuitive. And so that's great, and that's wonderful that you realize that and pick that up. So, all right, let's go to another caller, which is 860. I do believe this is the beautiful Amla. Amla, is this you?
Jen, how are you?
Oh, fine. How are you, dear? So, what question do you have this evening?
Okay. Yeah. So my birthday's coming up. I'm having a celebration for me. I'm having a party for myself. So it's next Saturday, the 17th, and I invited this special person, it's a J name, and I'm just wondering if you see things evolving with him and I. I really had a special bond with him. Or is it just friendship?
All right.
I know it probably will take time.
No. Is he in a relationship with someone now?
What was that?
Is he in a relationship with someone now?
Yes. Yes, actually.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure I'm getting the right person, because you actually have several admirers.
You are, but I'm
okay.
It's not like I'm doing anything.
Well, you have several admirers, and here's something that's very important, Alma, that you have to experience is you're experiencing.
Okay.
And we all are reconnecting with our soul families. We're all reconnecting with those from past lives, but you recognize him and he recognizes you from a past life. There's that comfort that blows your mind, because you're not usually that comfortable around somebody new so fast.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, and so that's what kind of can be confusing, if but experiencing a past life lover, friend, doesn't have to be so confusing. It can okay, now let's breathe. And because usually when you do experience there's relationships that on either side, or there's a reason why you can't be together as a romantic couple, but that doesn't mean that you can't be friends, that you can't be there for each other, because that's the beautiful part. Now, does that mean that's gonna how it's gonna have to be for the rest of your life? No, things can change within the next several years that can open up and allow you to be together. All right, but this is very important for both of you. That this reconnection, and because you're not only healing this life, you're healing what happened in a past life as well. All right, because you do have unfinished business.
Do you? I'm sorry.
You do have unfinished business.
Like, so he's the soul part. He's the soul tribe person, right? So, do you see another person, like a twin flame, another person coming in? I mean, if I accept this, which I have, you really explained it very well.
Oh,
now, it's like it feels solid in my heart.
Yeah.
Now I'm not wavering. Yeah.
And see, but here's the thing: is that I want you to think about how many lives have many of us had? A lot. Okay, seriously, those are on this earth plane, and we keep coming back. So I want you to think about family that you had that you loved, your friends that you had and you loved, and lovers times by at least 25 past lives. You, though, have had 40 in the 40s. So times that by 40. Wow. All right, and this is as we are ascending, as we are expanding.
Wow.
I have seen people, have experienced, have witnessed, and it's happened to me too. But as soon after we got through that first one, I was like, whoa, I know what's going on now. And we're brought back together not to repeat or mimic what happened in a past life, but because there's unfinished business on a soul level that we need to take care of, and we can take care of it without being romantically involved, right? And so yes, there is someone though that's going to come up for you that you can have that relationship with, and it's going to knock.
Is it soon?
I keep feeling by the end of the year. I really feel that by the end of the year. You've already met this, and this is what I'm saying. You've got 2 more soul family members coming into your circle. One is another male, one's a female. But it's going to be different. It's going to be easier for you. You'll be like, I got it now. I know what this is. And it's just because we're all coming together, fitting together like puzzle pieces to get on with our mission. All right. So let me see, James. Do you feel that that person, the special person that she would like to have a relationship with, is coming into her life soon?
Yeah. Exactly, Tiffany.
Yeah.
Hey,
I feel. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, you're. Person, I think they're going to be around in about 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll run into this person, and you'll start out slow as friends, I think, and I think you'll build up, and that's what you want to do. You don't want to jump right into it.
Yes, exactly.
That never works. Jumping into a cold pond.
And it's always my experience. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You don't want to do that, but no, you'll probably be in about 3 months, but within 8 months, I think you'll really know which direction you're going in. And I'm thinking this should work out. You're going to run into some bumps in the road, because you got to remember no one's perfect, and you'll have some stuff you don't like. Well, it's not really bad. You'll have some stuff you don't like, but you'll be able to work that out, and you'll mesh together really well, I think.
Oh, okay. Hey, Tiffany, I've had my soul tribe people, the female and the male. Have I met them yet? I don't think so.
No, not yet.
Right?
But by the end of the year, those are the two people by the end of the year going to meet. And I totally agree with James. In 3 months, this other person, the one that you want to have this relationship with, is coming in. So that's why this is a very powerful time for you. When you ask psychics if people are going to come in, you've got a wave. So it's hard to pinpoint. And because they're soul family, they have a deep connection with you. So it's like, whoa, I see this wave of energy just gonna crash in on you, and it's already started. And it's already started. So, and just enjoy this. Just enjoy this time, Amla. It's very magical and it's very special.
Oh, that's what. Thank you. You know what I love about both of you? The reading, so it's just so much clarity, crystal clear for any walk of life to understand. Thank you.
Oh, thank
Beautiful.
you.
It totally resonates. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amla, and happy early birthday.
Oh, thank you. You too, with Capricorn. I know yours is December too. So.
Yeah.
Yay, December.
Yay! All right, beautiful. Thanks for calling in. All right.
Thank you so much. And my party, you know that. You're invited to my party.
Yes, I remember. Yes.
Come on up here.
Thank you. Thanks, sweetheart. Thank you.
All right, take care.
All right, good night. You too, hon. Many blessings. Thank you so much for calling in. That was great. All right, so let's see. Wow, time is flying by. Let's get in some more callers here. Area code 951. You're on the air. May we get your name, please?
It's Nathaniel.
Oh, hi, Nathaniel. How are you?
Good.
And what question do you have for us, dear?
You just see me either getting some kind of condo or a girlfriend or something like that.
You know, you.
Well, what can I say? Well, it depends on what you're looking for, pretty much. I mean, right now it seems like the girls you're finding are like here and now, and I think you don't mind that, but I think what you really want to find is someone's going to be there all the time. You know, like going to be there. I think you're getting tired of like jumping person to person, and you'd rather have like a steady, this is it kind of person is what I'm getting the feeling for. But you need to look outside your hunting grounds, because you're hunting in a really small area, and you need to get outside that area to find what you're looking for, is what I'm getting. Okay. I mean, it just seems like you're like dating kind of the same people, and the people you're getting with aren't the ones who are for you, but you keep running into like the carbon copies of the same people, and it never works for you. So you need to like look outside the box kind of and see what else is out there.
Yeah, I totally agree. I agree with that. And Nathaniel, the thing is, you're an old soul. You are very grounded. You don't have any problems in grounding. It just happens naturally with you. And so now old souls do get attracted to of course all things of beauty, and even if they're a little flighty. So it's but you really soul to soul need that connection with someone that is an old soul as well. And I'm talking about this wisdom that's within you is just so deep and so profound. You are a very powerful spiritual teacher and storyteller. Are you still writing music? Because if writing songs.
That's kind of the thing I wanted to get in. I think I want to get into music right now. I was thinking of buying a
string, electric guitar. I was thinking
Yes.
of nylon string. I like those too. But,
There you go. This is the time. Do it. The guides are saying do it, and you have songs in your journals or notebooks or whatever you're writing in. You absolutely have enough to put some songs together, and like I said, it's tell your story in a song, because you do, and your story is your wisdom. You're, like I said, you're a very powerful spiritual teacher. You have much to share with us all, and it's and when you, and it's important that you perform what you write because it's your passion, and it will come out in the songs. And so then I feel this is going to take you, like you're going to be performing. Yeah, it's small platforms, of course, small venues at first, but it's going to take you out of, this is what James was saying, out of your comfort zone. It's going to take you out of that normal pattern that you're in, that normal circle or box, so to speak. You're going to go to other cities, to other towns, and you're going to really, I see your networking expanding for you. And that's where you're going to meet. You're going to meet someone that's better for you. And I feel that happening. Let me see. Let me ask. They're saying from 6 to 9 months from now, as long as you get started, really get serious with this. All right. Don't let the self-confidence issue, don't let that get in the way. Because wow. I just want to hear some of your profound wisdom right now. I mean, that's just how excited I am. So let's start to writing some more of these songs, or putting them together, and getting out there.
hey, well, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I think it kind of ties in with the music more, and with the the other things too.
Yeah.
If I do the music, I think the things will come. Probably more than likely.
See, and here's some of the skills that you bring forward. Oh, I'm sorry. Some of the skills that you're bringing forward from your past lives is music and writing, and then again that wisdom, that teacher. So you have all of that, and putting it all together is very magical.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for calling in, Nathaniel. And I look forward to hearing some of your things. Okay, I want to hear some of your songs now.
Yeah.
All right, sweetie. Thanks so much.
I do astrology. I do the Chinese astrology,
Yes.
And I do personology for each day of the year. I don't know if you've ever heard about it, but Babe Ruth was born the day of the curveballer.
Oh.
So everybody has a day. Everybody has a day, and Donald Trump is born the day of the gusty confrontation.
How about that?
So everyone has a day. I'm born the day of ironic insight. So it goes along. Everyone, like Liberace was born the day of outraged slang. So he was the year. He was the year of the sheep.
Wow.
So he was really artistic. People born that year are really artistic.
That's fantastic. So you work with the I Ching?
Yeah, I work with the I Ching, and I do a lot of Chinese astrology,
Nice.
and then I got it based up to years, and then weeks, and then I had to know the days, because each week goes into like Gemini 1, 2, 3, and then so like Gemini 3 is the week of the Seeker, and Gemini 2 from the 3rd to the 10th is the week of the new language, and so each one has a name for the 48 different weeks of the year. And each of the days has a certain day, like Leap Day is the day of eternal youth.
Oh wow, that's fascinating. See, look at how this. this
everybody, I know
wisdom.
hundreds, if not thousands, of personalities famous. Like President Reagan was born the day of popularity. President Clinton was born the day of startling. President Clinton was born the day of startling surprise. And
Wow.
so Lincoln was born the day of the unifier. Lincoln was born the day of the unifier. And I think I said Donald Trump's born the day of the gusty confrontation. So everybody's got a personality. And Jimi Hendrix was born the day of electrifying excitement.
Wow. That's amazing. That's beautiful. Do you offer these kind
Well,
of...
I try to help people. I got the book, but a lot of people don't see all that. And I'm born the day of ironic insight. So I try to help people find out, what about their personality?
There you go.
Be like famous or something like that.
So, Nathaniel, do you have a website? Do you have a website, Nathaniel?
No, unfortunately, I don't have a website. No, I just have a cell phone right now. My computer broke down a couple years ago. And I didn't even have a car 6 months ago. I was stuck in the desert, so I bought a car and I got a job and I moved out of the desert.
Well, there's a lot of free website platforms out there like Weebly you can do for free. The reason why I'm saying that is that it's like a business card. All right, nowadays, especially as much wisdom as you have and as much sharing as you're going to be doing with all of us, people want to know how to contact you. And I feel that you'll have more sessions to help people if they're able to contact you via a website or an email. And those who are listening, do you want to give your email address out for those who would like to have those type of what do you call them, astrology readings or?
Yes, it's reading. Yes, it's nsnatsin@gmail.com. It's my initials, NS, and then natsin, my first letter, my first and last name.
Okay.
At gmail.com. If everyone's interested, everyone should be interested. But nsnatsin@gmail.com.
Wonderful. There you go. So see, and I do believe we're friends already on Facebook. And you can friend James as well. But contact me either through my website or through Facebook, and see if we can't do something, to help get you promoted a little bit more. Okay.
Well, great. Thank you so much. Be blessed.
Oh, thank you, Nathaniel. You stay blessed as well. And so thank you, dear. All right. So, James, this has been a great show so far. We've got 7 minutes left. I think we can squeeze in one more caller. I just would like to tell everyone listening to please contact James at his website, which is psychicjames.com. And that's very easy, psychicjames.com. Contact him and book your session with him as well. And kind of excited because James may want to have a show in 2017, his own radio show. So this will be great. Those of you who are listening say, I'll have to call into his show too. Absolutely. Because, right now James seems a little shy. But once we get him talking, he's got a lot to share as well. So and I just am blown away by the callers that we are having and have had, and just such beautiful enlightened beings, and I feel so blessed. So all right, let's try to squeeze in one more caller. Let's do that. Area code 613. You're on the air. May we get your name, please?
Hi, my name is Sherry.
Hello, Sherry. How are you, dear? What question do you have for us, hon?
Good. Just wondering what you see for me career-wise moving into 2017.
2017 is going to be a better year for you. Career-wise, I'm being. Go ahead, James. You go first. I want you to go first. You're my guest, and my guest should go first.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No, you're fine. No, the phone just cut out a little bit in between there, but no, I see. Well, your career, you're into some bumps right now, and you're looking at a more stable, better career, but you may have to rely on another part of your career, not what you're doing now, but something you did in the past, what you enjoyed more. It may not pay as much, but that might be the better thing for you right now. But does that sound right? Or, I mean, I don't. It just seems right now you're not really happy with what you're doing.
Yeah, I've been doing my job for 15 years, so.
Yeah, you're kind of burnt out and you just need something. You know, it's hard to, once you're in your spot, you don't want to mess that up. It just seems like there might be something else out there you could do that you'd enjoy doing more than what you're doing now. It'd be less stressful on you.
Okay.
Right, and also Sherry, I totally agree with James that there's like a not interested. It's not exciting anymore for you. And the very first thing I got when I heard you was different housing, moving. That there's a move that is coming forward for you. That it goes right hand in hand with whether a new job is going to require you to move, but it's a fresh start, it's a different start, it's in a new direction, which is what you need.
Is that like a local move?
Yeah, it's not a very far, within 30 to 45 minutes away.
20, 25 miles.
Yeah, it's not, yeah, there you go. It's not very far. That's where the work is. Your next job will be about 20 miles away, but where you live is going to be closer to new employment.
90 seconds.
Okay, so what's going to happen first, of course, is the new employment, and it's with a different company. It's leaving this company, which I know can when you've been someplace for a very long time, it's hard. But you know your soul's telling you it's time to go because you're not happy there, and it's time. Let's go, and everything else will be fine. You will be okay. And it's just
60 seconds.
you will be so much happier once you leave, and then you'll go, well, why didn't I do this sooner? So put applications out there if you haven't done so already. Put some resumes out there, and I feel that you're going to hear something back very quickly from employers. If not at the very end of this year, then definitely in January. And you'll find how fast everything will go too, which usually is a sign of the universe helping you, and like, okay, here we go. It's all going so fast because it's right, and it going so fast from a calm, or where you feel like you're stuck, and then all of a sudden everything goes really fast.
10 seconds.
Can feel a little bit devastating. But just know and trust. You have great instinct yourself. Trust that gut instinct, and know that you are being divinely guided to another place, which is going to bring you. It's just beneficial. They're going to, when you need to move, it's because your community has served its purpose. Does that make sense? And so now you're going to go to a new community where there is that harmonious relationship of you and your community. So it is time for a change. So it's really going to be an exciting year for you, 2017. Just make sure you start putting in job applications if you haven't already. Just look, you can look online, you can do it. You'll be guided and you'll know. But just start. Oh, and talk to friends about it, because I feel like a friend's going to have a really good contact or suggestion for you. Or go, oh, hey, why don't you apply here? All right?
Okay. Great.
All right, Sherry. Well, thank you so much for calling in. And I'd like to thank everyone for calling in this evening. It's been a wonderful, wonderful show. And of course, it wouldn't be as wonderful without my special guest, James. So, James, is the website the best way for people to get in contact with you is through your website?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. And so that's the best way you...
Just break it up a little bit.
Yeah. So that's the best way to get in touch with him, psychicjames.com. My website is whitesagewoman.com. And we both have been very, very happy to help everyone this evening. And if you would like to book your private session with James, please contact him through his website. And thank you, everyone. Nathaniel, if you're still listening, please contact me either through my website or Facebook. And James and I both are on Facebook as well. And if you look up Goldylocks Productions, Goldylocks with a Y, Productions, that's the production company that my show and that James's show in 2017 will be on. So make sure that you're not missing any of the shows. Yes. So thank you, James, and thank you, everyone, for calling in, for listening, for viewing on TV and radio, and for sitting in Sacred Circle with us this evening. And may the obstacles to your flight be few, and the blessings along your journey be many. Thank you, everyone. Namaste. Good night, James.
Good night, Tiffany.